Hey everyone, Tony here. Hope you're doing well. It's Tuesday, January 8th. Hope you're holding strong. I have a lot of positive news to share you guys. A lot of Ripple XRP news, very big XRP news. Now, before I go further, this is not financial or investment advice. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, and also just a friendly reminder because sometimes I see on these videos people say, "Oh, you're a Ripple lover, Schiller, or whatever," right? But I'm a person who has invested in crypto. I own XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and so forth. I have a diversified portfolio. I'm most bullish on XRP because of the use case and because it's a superior technology than what's in the market. So I'm approaching this from a logical, factual standpoint. This is not about my feelings or any type of crypto religious ideology. This is about facts. This is about making money. And that's what I'm here to do. I do believe in the crypto movement and in the technology being adopted to make our lives better, as well as blockchain. So I just want to make sure I put that out there because I'm going to cover a lot of XRP and Ripple news here, and it's all factual. It's not something I'm making up. And it talks about real world adoption, and Ripple continues to make just amazing progress with signing up financial institutions and getting them to leverage, obviously, XRapid, which leverages XRP. Now, as I've stated before, in full transparency, I absolutely know, right, if just from a logic standpoint, that not all their customers are going to use XRapid or XRP. Some are going to use XCurrent, some XVIA. So it's important to have a realistic perspective on this. But guys, today, Ripple announced they have surpassed 200 customers worldwide. Now, you may say, well, there's other companies out there that have more customers than that. Yes, but keep in mind, Ripple is a startup and they are leveraging a digital asset, a cryptocurrency. And this is a new industry, and they are a company that has a disruptive software or service that's going to change the world, guys, because it's going to allow money to be moved very fast. And that is going to be, it impacts people's lives who work international, send money back home, as well as improving businesses not having to wait on money, guys. So let me give you the details. Ripple, provider of leading enterprise blockchain solutions for payments, announced today that 13 new financial institutions have signed up for the company's payment network. 13 new. And obviously, they said here the payments network is called RippleNet. What have we talked about? They rebranded the product suite, which includes XVIA, XCurrent, XRapid, and all of those are integrated now via a multi-hop feature. So you're not going to get as much news on, oh yeah, this or whatever it may be. They're going to brand it as RippleNet. The companies include Euro Exim Bank, SendFriend, JNFX, FTCS, Ahli Bank of Kuwait, Transpaygo, BFC Bahrain, ConnectPay, GMT, WorldCom Finance, Olympia Trust Company, Punctual/USEND, and Rendimento. With these additions, there are now more than 200 customers signed up for RippleNet. Remember when we were at, they mentioned they were at over 100, and they were signing one financial institution per week, which is really amazing. Now, those partnerships and relationships are coming to fruition where, remember what I always tell you guys, they have to go through testing, right? They have to go through the process of trial and error, making sure everything works before they go live. These are real businesses. This is not some small task or small business or something. These are real businesses that have a global presence, and they obviously are already in business, so they don't want to disrupt their existing process, but rather improve it, and they need to do soft launches and then hard launches and so forth. But guys, look at the progress being made. Now, JNFX, SendFriend, Transpaygo, FTCS, and Euro Exim Bank will leverage the digital asset XRP to source liquidity on demand when sending payments on behalf of their customers. Using XRP for liquidity when sending a cross-border payment helps financial institutions avoid the hassle of pre-funding accounts in destination currencies, solving a real-world problem with a superior technology, a superior product than what's currently on the market, which is the dying SWIFT. It allows them to make faster, lower cost payments than they can through the traditional corresponding banking system. Now, it says they will leverage, so this is not live yet, and I have further information to prove that. But let me give you some more details. For the financial institutions on RippleNet not using XRP for liquidity, but interested in immediate settlement, such as CIMB or Olympic Trust Company, they are able to leverage Ripple's technology and modern APIs for faster, lower costs, and more transparent payments. So like I said, not every bank or institution is going to leverage XRapid or XRP, right? Which makes sense. It depends on their need. It depends where they're sending money. Do they need a bridge asset like XRP to lower the payments, right? Do they have like Nostro, Vostro, a ton of money sitting there? So it all depends. And that's fine. So the reason why I'm highlighting this is because sometimes people think, oh, they have 200 banks or financial institutions, they're all using XRP. No, because we want to make sure as investors, we are looking at the facts. We have an understanding of what we're investing in, right? Now, real quick, some information here from Euro Exim Bank, which is going to be leveraging XRP. Here's a quote: "As a leader in trade finance solutions for global corporates and fintechs, we are uniquely placed to offer new payment channels and ways to source liquidity. Our customers, whether big corporates or individual remitters, have historically been restricted from obtaining suitable funds or settling transactions in a cost-efficient and timely manner. Working collaboratively with Ripple and select counterparts, we have designed, tested, and are currently implementing, listen to this, both Xcurrent and XRapid in record time, and we look forward to the benefits these will bring our customers." So like I said, they haven't launched yet. They're in the process. Now, notice he said Xcurrent and XRapid. We know Xcurrent 4.0 integrates with XRapid, once again, multi-hop feature. But also, like I said, it all depends which corridors, which section of the business they need XRapid for. And that's why I've said in the past that even if a company working with Ripple just uses Xcurrent, it could be a need, a new service they build out that they're sending money to that can leverage XRapid. So this is going to be even bigger. Some of these folks may not be exclusive to XRapid, but they could use XRapid at any time. So that is a great sign. There's more information here, from the founder of SendFriend, talking about the usage of XRP. I don't want to read everything for you guys. It's all on the website. But guys, progress being made. No other crypto in the market is doing this. And like I said, I hold Bitcoin, Ethereum. I'm very bullish on Ethereum with the adoption that it is getting. There's others as well, like Omisigo that I'm bullish on. But no other crypto company, whatever, measures up to what's happening here. And look at the use case. All facts now, not my feelings, right? Not our feelings here. What is the use case? What's the utility? Who's partnering with them? What's the adoption taking place? Let's look at the facts. Now, obviously, with all these new partners, Ripple has updated their website. You'll see a lot of the ones mentioned now here, and this. This section continues to grow. I remember when it was just like one little thingy like this. Now it's 3 sections. And obviously there's more partners that they haven't announced yet, right? This is not 200 clients. This is whatever it is. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is like, like near 70 something or whatever, right? That's here, but there's a lot more, and it's going to come in due time, right? Like I said, real businesses, they have to go through the testing and the process and all that. And man, big things happening here with Ripple. Now, shout out to XRP Research Center, who consolidated all this information just so it's easily digestible. I just read off a whole bunch of stuff, but 13 new financial institutions joined RippleNet. 200 plus customers have signed up for RippleNet. 5 new financial institutions will leverage XRP to source liquidity. And Brad Garlinghouse even tweeted, and he said, "We're beginning to see customers use XRP." And here's his tweet. So Brad actually is just calling out the critics here. He says, "Last year, some notable critics said financial institutions would never use a digital asset in their payment flows. As I said then, if it offers their customers a better experience at a lower cost, they will and they will, and they are. So guys, be patient. Let all of this come to fruition. Like I said, when that volume kicks in on the XRP ledger and we start seeing it, and we start seeing more like PR news and so forth, this bank is using it, and this bank, we're going to see a surge in the price. The market is beyond the speculation. So people may say, why isn't the price pumping because of this? That's because the market right now is in a bear mode and markets move in cycles. I also think the psychology of it, if it is what is, it still has to mature a bit. And also the other part is kind of losing my train of thought here. The other part is, for example, back in November, October, and so forth, we heard about Yale and TD Ameritrade, Fidelity launching their services. Didn't move the market. The market is, I think a lot of people, especially those that may have been burned, the bulls, they're kind of waiting for the actual utility, the actual launches. So I think as we start to see the launches and the utility kick in, now we have news of the coming utility. But I think what the market or the sentiment or the psychology of what's going on now is we want to see the actual launches. And that's what I personally, just my thought. Obviously, regulatory clarity is also holding stuff up, but I think it's a combination of a few things. Now, the folks at what is it here? I'm losing my train of thought here. Sorry, guys. Exim Bank. So there's a Fortune article on Fortune.com featuring can XRP and Ripple here. Can XRP catch on? Ripple touts new banking partnership. So it's in line with their announcement. So obviously, I think this is all strategically placed. But they talked to the folks from Exim Bank and highlighting, their plan to use XRP. So let's see here. There is a particular quote. Here we go. If I can find it here. There's a part. I tweeted about it. Let's see. Let me go to my tweet here. I think that might be better, guys. Because I pulled a quote, but sometimes doing these videos, I lose my place in the article here. But I'm going to pull that. I tweeted it earlier this morning. So here. Bright added that this will change later this year, that Exim Bank will begin running an exchange service that would hold XRP. So I pulled this quote out here. So let me maybe do a search here and then try to find it here, guys. I am not seeing this, but here we go. I think yeah. Sorry guys. Bright added that this will change later this year, that Exim Bank will begin running exchange service that will hold XRP, etc., etc. So guys, it's happening, and obviously he's on video talking about it. So big stuff ahead for XRP. So keep holding, guys. Keep holding. Now, we have an article that came out yesterday. Ripple's Corey Johnson has again mentioned that Amazon, and they've mentioned like Uber and Amazon's in their speeches, which is interesting. I believe they are pitching those companies, going and telling them, hey, we have this superior technology. It can improve your business by moving money faster. So retail giant Amazon can benefit from Ripple and XRP, says Corey Johnson. So at Cornell's Entrepreneurship Summit in New York City, Johnson talked about Ripple's mission to dramatically improve the speed and lower costs of cross-border payments. Here's a quote. We can look at the $23 trillion that are laying around in Nostro and Vostro accounts that are sort of set up, waiting for prepayment because money is slow. Amazon, probably the most capital-efficient company in the history of the world, has billions of dollars laying around in accounts to pay employees somewhere or to pay a vendor somewhere because the system of moving money is slow. So that's why I said, guys, it's going to improve people's lives and businesses. And he essentially goes on to saying that this could improve their business by being able to move money faster, and also they don't have to leave capital money, laying around in those accounts to move, to fund in different currencies. So this is interesting. The fact that he's saying this, like they could benefit from it. And like I said, logic would tell you that I'm sure Ripple's team, which are great and very aggressive, I'm sure went out and started talking to Google, Amazon, everybody, right? Like, hey, here's our product. Here's how we can benefit you. But who knows, guys? Amazon could end up using it. And man, that would be huge. Big time, guys, big time. Now, some quick XRP listing items here. Shout out to Leonidas. XRP is now a base currency on Canadian Exchange CCX Canada with BTC and ETH pairs. More pairs to be added soon. So, continued listing of XRP as a base currency, which in itself is a use case because Bitcoin, a lot of its utility comes from being a base currency. People using it for trading, and historically, before a lot of fiat pairings were added, people had to get Bitcoin to go buy altcoins. So that is slowly changing, but I think they'll notice that with XRP, it's faster, cheaper to use, more scalable, no delays or anything like that. So the future's bright, guys, for XRP. So that covers the Ripple XRP news here. I'm going to move ahead to some general crypto news, and we got some bullish stuff here. So Frank Chaparro, I actually met him at the Blockworks holiday party in New York City. You guys remember I was there. And he said, I was able to get 5 crypto firms to comment on something in 4 hours. That might be buried here. I don't know what that means. But he spoke to like major OTC players like Circle, Cumberland, and so forth, Galaxy Digital, Genesis Trading. So the OTC guys, right, who are doing big time trades. Well, the article says that Bitcoin bulls are storming Wall Street's crypto trading desks. This is a great sign. The bulls are coming, guys. The people, the interest is booming, right? And it says here, OTC desks across crypto are seeing bulls surge the market. And we know, guys, after even Circle released the data that they traded $24 billion in OTC volume last year, and that was just Circle, right? That's not Galaxy. That doesn't include Galaxy Digital and the others. So, like we've been discussing, they've been buying when blood has been on the streets and the prices are low, and that's how it has been done for a long time, and how they make money, guys. And they have the capital. They go directly and buy it. It's not on the exchanges, but they're going to have to sell it, right? Sell it with a commission. So big things are ahead, guys. Big things are ahead. So Wall Street trading desks offer a glimmer of hope for the floundering cryptocurrency market. Buying pressure has increased at many of the so-called over-the-counter trading desks across the crypto world. The bullish sentiment mimics recent price action across the spot exchange market for crypto and is a sharp reversal from the environment at the end of 2018, numerous trading firms said. One of the largest over-the-counter trading firms in crypto, Cumberland, tweeted Tuesday that the imbalance between buyers and buyers and sellers spiked by 60% over the last week. Historically, our OTC trading is relatively balanced between buyers and sellers, the firm said. Over the last week, our OTC buy/sell ratio by notional value has increased approximately 60% towards counterparties buying. Again, Cumberland isn't alone. They go into further details. So essentially, there's a lot of buyers, but not a lot of sellers. So the demand is going up. And this is good. You want to have strong demand, right? And then eventually, there's only so much on the OTC market, and obviously there's the exchanges have a lot of crypto, and obviously some exchanges do OTC, but it's all going to come to fruition. It's all going to come to a point where, like I said, there's going to be a lot of demand. these big exchanges and companies are going to start mass marketing, driving demand, and you're going to get institutional, you're going to get retail, Main Street investors getting in the market. The prices are going to go up. We just got to be patient, let it all play out. But we're seeing really positive bullish sentiment here, guys, and this is a great sign. Such a great sign. Puts a smile on my face, and I hope you guys see the bigger picture of what's happening here. You're not just focused on price, because markets move in cycles. Just look at the stock market, right? 10-year bull run up, correction now. And this happens in real estate. It happens in gold and so forth, right? It's this cycle. And you know, obviously crypto moves a bit fast, and we're also the early adopters here, the ahead of the curve, and this is a new market, so a lot of upside potential here, guys, a lot. Moving ahead, Bitcoin mining chip maker Canaan considers US IPO. So look at this. I mean, these crypto companies are looking to do IPOs. I mean, that is significant. China's number 2 maker of crypto hardware mulls share sale in 1H. Company was earlier targeting it to raise $1 billion from the listing, which is, wow. That's a lot of money. The Chinese company, which was, okay, let's see here. Possibility of selling shares in New York as soon as the first half, according to People. Deliberations are at the early stage, and there's no certainty they will lead to that transaction, the People said, asking not to be identified because the information is private. Interesting. Now, we saw Bitmain was going to do it, IPO in Hong Kong, but obviously with the whole proof of work taking a massive hit, and miners taking a massive hit because the market's down. I think the folks at the Hong Kong Stock Exchange and so forth, their regulators are like, no, this is too risky. But this company seems to be looking to do one as well. But whether you agree with proof of work or Bitcoin or whatever it is, mining, the fact is, the bigger picture here, we are seeing a lot of big movements, guys. Just look at this. This company is looking to do an IPO. Eventually, we're going to probably see, a whole bunch of crypto. Now, it depends on the crypto company. Obviously, if they're using a token to raise funds, they don't need to do an IPO because they're getting funds, faster and easier. But, like these surrounding services, which don't raise funds via, tokens, they can do an IPO for sure. So big time. Now, some interesting news. We got to take it with a grain of salt. I don't know, how true this is. It's not an official word from Putin, but Russia plans to ditch US dollar for Bitcoin, says university professor. A Russian university lecturer with ties to the government says the Kremlin will soon begin investing massively in Bitcoin as a way of avoiding new US sanctions, a move that could happen in a matter of weeks. Once again, take it with a grain of salt, but this is interesting because if this was to happen and Russia as a country, one of the biggest countries in the world and biggest superpowers, they were to start buying Bitcoin, oh man, it's going to be huge. Now, I don't think they're going to abandon the US dollar 100%, because I've actually seen a video clip of Putin saying that they want to move away from it. They can't do it overnight. It's going to have to be a process. There's so many, how things are tied up in the world, the US dollar being the reserve currency and all that. But man, if they start putting money into Bitcoin and buying Bitcoin and mining it, whatever, guys, I think we just imagine the price of what Bitcoin's going to be, and then the trickle-down effect to the alts. And man, it's part of me. It's like, look, I know the politics of this and all of that. I don't want to get into it. I'm just thinking of it from a crypto standpoint. But governments buying, they're using government funds and their reserves to buy crypto. Wow, it could be a big one, guys. A huge move in the market. But like I said, not from a 100% credible source here. So we'll have to see. Just some other details. U.S. sanctions may be mitigated only through Bitcoin use. Because of U.S. sanctions, Russia's elite is forced to dump U.S. assets in U.S. dollars and invest hugely into Bitcoins. The central bank of Russia sits on 466 billion in reserves, and has to diversify in case there are limited opportunities to do so, to do it in the future. Wow. Let's see how this plays out. Now, you guys remember I talked about Kodak, and they were going to do an ICO where they would build a platform and you can leverage their token and so forth to in their marketplace for imagery, and you can it allows you, I believe, to monetize your images. So if you're a photographer or whatever, like your Getty Images or whoever you are, you can do that. Well, there's some updated news about that. We didn't hear about it for a while, but it says KodakONE celebrates reported beta testing success. KodakONE, a blockchain project licensed by Kodak, has announced the beta tests they have conducted recently generated over $1 million in licensing claims of photo rights, reports Breaker Mag. Just last year, the idea of this blockchain project sounded ludicrous to many commenters. However, the gamble seems to have paid off. And it makes sense. It's essentially your there's photos and pictures and so forth it's a big business, right? Stock images, celebrity images, and so forth. And there's a lot of the content creators who want to, make sure that their copyright or their content is protected and they're getting paid. So it looks like this is making progress, guys. This is making progress. So let's see what they do. I believe it was a closed ICO. It was like you had to be an accredited investor, if I'm not mistaken. I remember this is going back like 7 months ago, guys, 8 months ago. But interesting to see they're making progress here in the future of blockchain and crypto. So there is a token, like I said, they have a unique token that they're going to be leveraging within that marketplace. So very interesting. Now, her friends at Gemini, the Winklevoss twins, right? They were actually, shout out to them, man, for doing some marketing here. Like I said, you may not like them, you may not like the exchange, but once again, the bigger holistic picture here, they are doing mass marketing here within New York City, where a lot of the financial markets are, and they're meeting with folks and talking about crypto and talking about their app and talking about their exchange. Now, I wish I could have been there because I would have, tried to get some videos with them, asking some questions. I'm like, hey, why aren't you guys listing other coins like XRP and so forth, But it says they're going to be around Manhattan all week. I don't know. So I'll keep an eye on this. Maybe I'll go on my lunch break at work because I work in the city as well. But they're doing their thing. So shout out to them. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the exchange, but I'm a fan of crypto mass marketing, which is, as you as an investor should be happy about it too. Because like I said, if they're doing that, expect the competition to follow and more money and different ads coming in and people getting educated about crypto and looking to invest. All of that is good for us who are early adopters because it increases the chances of us making more money. So, guys, that's the news. A lot to cover here. But like I said, huge Ripple and XRP news, and that's why I am so bullish on XRP. It is the majority of my portfolio. Obviously, I have Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so forth, Litecoin. And I believe there will be multiple winners coming out the market, just as there was in the dot-com boom. But like I said, there's only one Google, for example, that came out of the dot-com boom. And then there's an Amazon, right? So you have the really big players that did really well. I think Ripple will be one of those. It's just going to be a giant. I mean, just because they are a company, they're transparent, they're very professional. You have these these people fighting on Twitter. These CEOs of like, for example, Justin Sun, or you have like guys like Roger Ver and so forth fighting on Twitter. It's like you never see like the Ripple team doing that. Very professional. They are focused on partnerships and adoptions, and sometimes you have these people just fighting like Craig Wright and Roger. It's like childish, stupid, and the market has to mature. And that's why I believe they're going to be a clear winner. And I'm excited, guys. We are the early adopters, the pioneers here, and this is a new asset class, disruptive technology. Blockchain is going to change the world the same way the internet did. And Anyway, guys, what do you think about this news? Would love to hear your thoughts and comments. Leave them below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Please share this video if you found it helpful, and share my channel on social media and so forth, so people can be educated about the facts and approach crypto in the right way. Not some ideology or religious feelings here, but what are the facts? What's the utility? What's happening? What's the adoption, right? Because that's where we're headed, guys. The market's going to mature beyond all this nonsense. It's, obviously the nonsense still occurs because of Reddit or Twitter or whatever, but it's going to mature beyond that. But hodl, guys, hodl. Thank you for your support, and I'll talk to you all later.